เซสชันแรกนะครับเป็นเรื่อง Advanced Content Management นะครับโดยคุณ Emmanuel จอนังนะครับ
So let's start with the first speaker, Mr. Emmanuel Danan.
Danan, sorry ครับขอที่ตบมือต้อนรับครับเดี๋ยวขออนุญาตเกือบลืมนะครับก็เดี๋ยววิทยากรจะบรรยายเป็นภาษาอังกฤษไปนะครับแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวพอตอนจบเซสชันเนี่ยเดี๋ยวจะมีคุณกล้าช่วยสรุปเป็นภาษาไทยสั้นๆนะครับประมาณ
5 นาที
3-5 นาทีนะครับก็ไม่ต้อง
แล้วก็ถ้ามีคำถามก็ถามเป็นภาษาอังกฤษได้เลยหรือส่งคำถามมาเป็นภาษาไทยแล้ว
จะดีกว่า
นะครับ
แล้วก็จะแปลให้ครับก็ยกเวทีนี้ให้คุณมาเรียลเลยครับขอบคุณครับ
So, first, good morning, everybody. Happy to see many people coming for Joomla Day in Thailand. Sorry to be the first to speak because my English is pretty bad because I'm French and not English, so I will try to do the best I can. Today I'm here to talk about Flexi Content, which is an advanced content management component for Joomla and a CCK, a content construction kit. This is a small summary about this short presentation. So first I will make my little talk, and if we have time, I will show you some screens of the application so you can see a little bit, and you can ask me some question also.
Exclusive talk ค่ะ
Sorry. So, my name is Emmanuel Danan. I'm 41 years old. I live in Bangkok, but also in France, and I'm originally from France. I'm IT consultant and web developer, mainly. I was one of the founders of Joomla.fr, which is something similar than Joomla Thailand or Joomla Corner because it's known under this name. And I was board member at the time. I've been reading many guides and tutorials in French for the French community. I'm Joomla expert for government projects. For French ministers and some countries in Africa also. Because I'm specialized in intranet, extranet, internet portals, which was very specific at the time of Joomla 1.5 because there were no ACL at the time. And so I developed, I was the original developer of Flexi Content component. Okay, so Flexi Content. It's an advanced content management system. That means you can ask me why advanced content management system? Joomla is a CMS already. Joomla is a CMS, but for me, the article manager was not powerful enough, specifically when I started the project. Now it's a lot better, of course, but I needed to have it better. And it's also a CCK. CCK content construction kit means that you can create your own type of content, add some custom fields, and for example, filter, search engine, or whatever. It's not only an article. So for me, when I started the project, the main goal was to simplify the website administration because you were using only one component for 90% of your needs. I don't know how to. Sorry. what was also very important for me was to create content templates. When you design website for a customer, some people they do that, they make some template in the editor or in GCE or whatever, and then the people in charge to update the website just have to duplicate an article and plug it. But there are many CSS errors, and so after 1 year of existence of website, it becomes really a mess because they break all the HTML, the CSS, so it was not possible to work like that. That's why I needed something really formatted. So this is the third point: simplify the user's data entry. Sorry, I don't know how to stop this. How do you say that? Screensaver. Fourth goal was to manage permission and workflow. When you work on a website with multiple contributors, you need to be able to see, to define who is able to publish in what category. If someone publishes an article, it has to be revised by this kind of person. So it was very important to set some roles and permission, and it was not possible in Joomla 1.5 at the time. So there was another component called Flexi Access, which was able to make it work together. It's not used anymore because Joomla now is powerful enough to manage this kind of things, but at the time it was very important. And so, to summarize that, it was to enhance the COM content, which is the CMS application inside Joomla. So this project started in 2008. I'm not a coder at all. I have a financial background, not an IT background. So I learned through this component and developing it because I just finished a project which was pretty complicated. And when I trained my customer, I said, it's really, I have to learn to teach them everything. They have to teach, they have to learn HTML, they have to learn CSS, they have to learn Joomla interface. So it's too much for them. I need to make it much more easy. So 2009 first beta release, 2010 the first stable release, 2010 was the first Joomla International Conference, not from official Joomla, but from people inside Joomla, which was called J and Beyond, and FlexiContent wins the J Oscar of the best innovation of the year. And 2012, we had a new lead developer, a lot better than me, which name is Georgios Papadakis, and with him and Surya, the developer from Marvelic, they launched the 2.5 version of FlexiContent, the 2.0 version of FlexiContent. So FlexiContent is compatible with Joomla 1.5, still 1.5 with the latest version, 2.5, 3.1, and in a couple of days, 3.2 also. So what can I do with FlexiContent? Nearly anything. A directory, an agenda, a product catalog, a blog, a portfolio, intranet, or everything together. That means we can really manage a portal with only one component. So, what are the main features of FlexiContent? Of course, I will not give you a full list of the features because it will be very boring for you. I think it's already, but okay. So, creation. You can create content types. The most important notion introduced by FlexiContent is the content types. What is a content type? Content type is, for example, a blog post. A blog post is a content type. It has, let's say, an article field and a comment field under. It's such kind of content. An article, it has a title and it has a main text. I don't know, an image of a gallery has an image and maybe a description. So all these three things are content types. So with Flexi Content, you will be able to create your own content types, adding extra, creating, as I say, for example, car listing. I make all my car file with power, horses, year of the car, or whatever. And I design every field and create my own content types. Of course, there is no coding required for that. Everything is done through the interface. So, the content templates, every kind of content has normally a different template. That means, for example, if you make a car listing, you will make a specific template for your car listing. If you make a blog, you will make a specific template, and so on. Drag and drop templating. That means when you use the templates included, you know how to do it. Where? It's not money, it's usually fun. Here it's not sleep if I do here. You think it's money, John? Okay, so sorry for small technical issue. I have to go up. So drag and drop templating. So when you use the standard Flexi Content template, you can. The template has some position, exactly same Joomla template. For example, left, right, or whatever. You can drag and drop your fields through the administration interface to display the fields in this position, which makes the things much more easy. Even your customer, if you're a professional website developer, can decide to add a field or to the template and display it or not display it. Alex. And you have a powerful universal module. In Joomla, there are plenty of modules. Maybe for the content, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 modules existing just for this. But 90% of the modules, they do exactly the same thing. So the Flexi content module is generic enough to fulfill nearly any of your needs. That means, for example, in the module, you display an article. You have article from other categories. You want to display on the right side the list of all the articles of the same category, but not from a specific author. You can combine rules like that to display exactly what you want, and this is really practical when you develop a website. Now, organize. Flexi Content has something that Joomla does not have, is multi-mapping. That means one article, one item can belong to multiple categories. Okay? Drag and drop ordering. In the user interface of Flexi Content, in the backend, you can order all the items by drag and drop, which is very, very, very useful when you have a very big website and you have to organize it. So there is an Ajax ordering in the items view, in the fields view, in all the views that can have many items. It has a tagging system, exactly same Joomla has now, and we had it a long time before, and we will stick back to the tagging system of Joomla. That means it will be exactly the same in a very short future. Content markups and flags. This is very, very interesting. What do I mean when I say that? It's, for example, in Joomla, in the article manager, if you know it, you have the featured content. Okay, if you want to have the content on your homepage or whatever, you flag them as featured and they appear in the same view. But in FlexiContent, you can have the feature, you can have the sponsors. You can make you do not have only featured. You can have any flag that you want, which is able then to display items. Collaborate. So of course it uses the ACL of Joomla, except for FlexiContent 1.5, which use Flexi Access. But it's version control. Version control is now coming with Joomla 3.2, but we had it 4 years before. And we will stick back also to the Joomla version control. The principle is always, okay, we do it before Joomla because we did it now, but as soon as Joomla do it, we stick back to Joomla. That's very important. Workflow and notification. Workflow and notification, we have 5 hard-coded states, for draft, pending, in progress, and so on, which okay, can I talk? I don't have my slide. How can I talk? I forget everything. Okay. So, searching and filtering. One of the most powerful features of FlexiContent is the search and filtering feature. Are you on computer? Okay. You think I can? I'm not sure. Right, this one. Yeah. Okay, I hope it's okay now. Sorry. Okay, so we were organized, collaborate. So ACL version control, we just see that. Workflow and notification, that means every time an author publish an article in a specific category, someone specific receive a notification. It has a very powerful email templating system, and you can adjust it exactly to your needs to create a the people in charge of the publication in this category received an approval request. He decided to approve it or not. Scheiße. Ugh. And decide to publish or not on the website. Just a small word about version control. Version control in FlexiContent allows you not only to keep tracks of your precedent version of your article, but it also allows you, for example, you are working on an article, you are on the version 5 of the article, you publish on the website, and then the article you have to modify it. That means the version which was approved was version 5. Now you are working, you are already on version 8. What happens in something, in a system like Joomla? It's very simple. Then your version 8 is automatically published because the version 5 was published. With FlexiContent, it doesn't work like that. That means you can still have version 5 on your screen for all the visitors of your website and work on version 17 in the administration. Waiting for version 17 to be approved and then replace the version 5. But for this time, you don't have to depublish the article. You just you keep it exactly the version which was approved. So search and filtering. So it was okay. The advanced search. The advanced search engine is the most powerful feature of Flexi Content now. We have been waiting a lot to implement that because it was requiring complex modification on the indexing and many other things. But now it's robust and solid enough to implement that, and you can make any kind of search, decide which fields are searchable or not. Even for example, you have all the filters that you will use, either for the search engine or for just filtering the views. That's a bit complicated. Huh? Sorry. So each filter can have different displays. That means, for example, you have a date field, okay, with a date. You can, for example, choose to compare it for a date range between this date and this date. Or you can choose to say, okay, what is within 3 months between this date, within 6 months between this date. You can exactly design the filter exactly how you need it. You don't have a fixed display on a filter, which is not so common in such kind of softwares. Everything is filtered in Ajax inside the result. For example, if you have a checkbox, radio button, you will click a checkbox. It will automatically count all the items that match the query. Then if you put maybe I show you. Just for this, I show you because this is, I show you if I can, of course. I show you what I mean because this is something very, very interesting. And as far as I know, if I can, no, I can. I don't know how to do that with anything like that. No, not work. Nothing worked today, huh? Okay, no, so I cannot show you. I don't know how to display that on the screen. But you have to trust me, it's very, very powerful. Translate, that's also something very interesting in FlexiContent. Translate, FlexiContent is natively multilingual. That means it supports translation group, content association. You can publish a content in a language, it's versioned in any language, all the fields are versioned also. So it's super powerful. It uses natively the translation system of Joomla 3.1 now. And you can use some kind of Joomfish or Falang or whatever component to translate your contents. Share. So there is an Ajax multi-voting, which is very, it will make me crazy, I think. Okay, it has an Ajax multi-voting. That means, when I say multi-voting, that means, for example, when you vote for an article, you just have one kind of vote. For example, if you vote for a car, you can have, the engine, the design, the color, and every can have a different voting. It has a system of favorites and notification. That means all people that, the visitor of your website, which add to favorites, they can receive notification when the item is updated, for example. This is very useful. Social toolbar and RSS, all this stuff. So, Okay, so train and maintain, of course, to train, I mean train the user of the website, I mean the people who are then in charge to update it. You make them custom user interface, which makes all the data entry much more easy, as we said previously. Short training, of course it's more easy, it's less effort to train the staff to use and update the software. And easy update, of course, even for the web developers that implement the website, it's much more easy to update only one component than 9 components from 9 different companies. Extend. So there are many plugin events to connect other application Flexi Content. I have an idea. There is a developer API to create any type of new field. For example, we have the basic fields, of course, select box, radio, image, or whatever. But you can create really a mini application as a field. For example, an address with Google Maps. For example, with a small map or whatever, there is no limit to the creation you can do. So just the enhancements of FlexiContent 2 is the main one is the performance. FlexiContent is now really super powerful. Not thanks to me, because I was not good enough to achieve that, but the new developer, who is teaching software, computer science in Greek, it's a Greek guy, is really super good. And so FlexiContent is up to 5 times faster than Joomla Article Manager itself now. The multilingual content, a lot of work has been done like on that matter. The advanced search engine, as I told before, all the parameters has been restructured in the user interface to make it more understandable for the users. The email notification also has been enhanced. There are some new templates on the category view, HTML5 templates, and different stuff. The search indexing has been optimized to index very quick the article. You can index 100 articles in 1 second, I think. The drag and drop ordering to make it more usable at time. The new filter modules, that means your filter doesn't have to be automatically on the category view, they can be on the side of your website, and you can filter and mirror and target the view that you want to display when the filter results are displayed. Okay, and the image field gallery. It's a terrific gallery. It has a lot of Ajax library, Ajax galleries included inside to display a high slide or whatever, you know, to have it very to have very nice presentation of your images. So, FlexiContent philosophy in a few words. Freedom. FlexiContent is an extension of the content. That means if you uninstall FlexiContent, you keep your data on the. It's not same any component. And integrate rather than redevelop. That means everything that is usable with the Joomla content is usable by FlexiContent. It may require some adjustment, I mean, in terms of design or whatever, but it works. So, why should I use FlexiContent? Make it easier for your customer. What is very important when you develop a website for someone is you have to adapt the tool to the customer, not to adapt the customer to your tool. most of the companies, they make this mistake. They say, okay, we have this component. No, it's not totally compatible, but okay, you have to do like that. Because the component works like that, you do like that. No. You choose how you want to do, and the component has to do the work you ask. It works like that. And it's the last one, huh? And make it easier for you, of course. For you, as a web integrator or developer, only one component to maintain instead of 10, and very easy to train your staff and your customer. So, when you deliver a website, it's not just the D-Day. The website has a life, and it has to be updated, and it has to be easy to update. So you have to think what will happen after. So I think so. This is all the places where you can find some information about the project. It has a brand new website designed by the Marvelic staff. So I invite you to visit it. And thank you for listening.